From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen,
This is Roz and Mocha.
it's Roz Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno
This
Mars.
is Selena Gomez.
Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Alessia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
It's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is,
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Juliana, hello. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
hello.
Why are you... Oh, man, you sound exhausted, girl. Like, you're just sick and tired of all of it. What brings you to FML?
Well, I'm having some problem with my husband.
Okay. Not unusual, Juliana, but let me read to everybody what you wrote because it really takes a turn. Juliana wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. My husband and I met in Central America 7 years ago when I was traveling. We eventually broke up because I wasn't ready to settle down and wanted to continue traveling. Years later, we reconnected, got married, and had plans for me to sponsor him to come back to Canada while living abroad. You guys face some challenges. There's nothing unusual about that. And he urged you to return to Canada to clear out the debts and secure your future together with the two of you, despite knowing it would be tough, especially for him. You came back home. Here's where it turns. Since my return, Juliana wrote, he has blocked me and expressed a desire for a divorce.
What?
He feels disappointed by the lack of progress with his application, though these processes are both time-consuming and costly, and he believes that you misled him and wasn't committed to the relationship. What is going on, Juliana?
Do you not live together?
We were living together, until I came back to Canada. But he needs a visa to come here.
Yeah. So where is he?
He's in Costa Rica.
In Costa Rica. Okay. And so you went down there and fell in love, right? And then you guys eventually got married.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then you had some difficulties. What were the difficulties?
Mainly financially related.
Yeah.
I maxed out my credit card. I have a car that I'm paying for back home.
Right.
So with car payments and working remotely, I didn't have a very high-paying job.
And when you say back home, you mean Central America?
No, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Canada.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm back home. Yeah, I'm back home now. I have a normal job.
Yeah. Okay. So was this a vacation hookup that just went too far?
Maybe. But I
think the answer is yes.
But I mean, I decided to get married because I knew that he was a good guy.
And how long have you been married for?
Almost 2 years now, a year and a half.
Okay. And the plan was to have him come up here to Canada and live with you and start a life, right?
And he's just frustrated that the process has taken so long.
But why has he blocked you?
I think it's just for his own, personal healing. Because they see me as being, toxic and a bad influence. And, they see me as being, a bad decision for him.
Are you talking about multiple people, or is he a they?
Family.
His family.
Mainly
Okay.
his family, yeah, and his people.
So the family doesn't like you, doesn't like that you guys are together.
Exactly.
That you were a vacation booty call that he took too far.
Maybe.
Right?
It doesn't sound like it's going to have a promising future.
Do
you still want to be with this guy?
Yes.
Because it sounds like he doesn't want to be with you.
Well, that's the thing is I think he's very unclear about, when he's he kind of says the opposite of what he really wants.
Yeah.
Probably influenced by his friends and family at home.
I'll tell you, if I made a mistake and married somebody and then had regrets, I would immediately start saying, hey, why don't you go back to Canada where I'm not allowed to go?
Yeah.
And start getting everything in order. And then I'll see you soon. And as soon as you get on a plane, I block you. It's such a brilliant play.
Do you have any way of getting in touch with this guy?
Oh, when we did talk, after I came home, we did talk a couple of times, and we just fought. And it was just more of you're not keeping your promises. Why is it taking so long? And main thing is we need money and time.
Yeah, which you don't have.
I think this ain't
we don't
it.
have either.
Yeah, girl, he's not.
This ain't it. This ain't the marriage for you.
No, this ain't it. I would figure out I would start looking into how to divorce somebody you married on a vacation in Costa Rica.
Oh my God. I'm gonna fly back down there at some
Google
point.
those exact
What
words.
did he? By the way, I need to know this. When you were down in Costa Rica, beautiful, by the way. What did he do? Did he have one of those beach jobs with like a hot body?
No, not at all. We actually met on a bus, and he traveled with me. He's very spontaneous, just like I am.
I want to spontaneously marry you, and then also when you leave, I want to spontaneously block you and not be married to you anymore. Surprise!
Yeah. Did he think you had? Did he think you had money? Because you were just maxing out your credit cards, living a great life.
It was very clear that I didn't have money, and I think that's why his family is putting pressure on him.
Yeah.
But he always responds with, no, I love her. I want to be with her. We're going to go to Canada. We're both going to work. We're going to have a good life.
Yeah. But then,
so, you know what, though? You don't know if, let's say, the papers went through, he comes to Canada, that his plan wasn't to divorce you, and as long as he's here, he's good. Then he can go live his own life.
That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
Because I've heard too many stories. And I don't think that he's like that, but...
Well, yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to, but I think the signs are all there. I'm sure you've talked to multiple friends and family members outside of Roz and Mocha about this situation, and they're probably telling you the same thing that we are.
Yeah, they're impressed by how much patience I have.
Yeah, and you just needed to hear or get confirmation from two people who are not involved in your life and hearing this story for the first time.
Yeah.
Juliana, are you 100% sure that he doesn't already have another you in his life?
I'm 100% sure. Yeah, he's not with anybody else right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's loyal.
Are you 100% sure that his original plan was always to come to Canada?
Yeah, actually, he never really wanted to come to Canada.
Surprise,
Juliana,
surprise.
Oh my God, girl.
I'm the one who kind of motivated him.
Juliana, you took a vacation hookup way too far, and now you're in way too deep, and you can't even contact the man you married, and you're talking to his family that hates you, who live in Costa Rica, trying to work things out for a guy that doesn't even want to be with you. Go online, Google, how do I divorce some guy I barely know that I met on vacation in Costa Rica? Yeah, that's your best bet right there.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't know what the laws are in Costa Rica. Maybe this guy can turn around and sue your ass. I don't know. I don't know what the laws are. I have no idea.
Research.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, Juliana.
Thanks for the advice.
Looking for some advice? Be a part of Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Text FML to 925-555.
Kiss 92.5.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Angel, what's up? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, Roz and Mocha. Well, I need help with a complicated friendship.
Ooh, a complicated friendship.
Right into it.
Euro says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. I'm grappling with a complicated situation that's also a friendship. We've been friends for 7 years, and there's a strong mutual attraction, but we live in different cities. One of you is in Ottawa, the other is in Toronto, and there's added complexities because his ex-girlfriend used to be your friend. Ooh. Despite this, you say, we talk constantly and have a great connection. Every time we meet, things get intimate. Every time? Even though he said that he can't stay friends with someone he's been intimate with before, except for me. He insists that he won't date anyone because of the distance. But I recently confronted him about setting a deadline on our friendship until one of us finds someone else. Now I'm wondering if ending the friendship is the best way to prevent further hurt for both of us. So you got a friend that you've known for a while, and there's an attraction there. When you guys do get together, you mess around, and you want to be more than friends, and he doesn't because of the distance, and so you set an ultimatum. Is that what this is?
More or less, but it's not so much an ultimatum rather than a, hey, like, can you just tell me what you want? Because you're giving me really mixed signals here.
How many times have you had that convo?
More than once.
Okay, but you put a deadline on it, though, right?
I basically said, yeah, it's pretty much a deadline at this point.
And then what happens if he doesn't say anything by the deadline?
Well, he hasn't really said anything. We haven't been talking since last time we talked about this. Because he's like, should I give you some space? And I'm like...
he likes the arrangement right now.
But that is an ultimatum, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you want to be his girlfriend, but you don't think that he wants to be your boyfriend?
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's like I mean, you used a lot of words to just say that. It's a classic story. Like, you guys live in two different cities. He's got it pretty good with you because you, for a long time, didn't seem to mind not having a commitment. And for a young guy, like just having a woman in your life who's totally cool with the fact that not asking that much of you, except for every time we get together, we're going to get together. That's a pretty sweet deal for him.
Yeah, understandable.
Have you been getting the signals from him that maybe he wants to take things a step further? Or at this point, it's just like you don't see it at all?
Honestly, I can't even tell. It's always like there's signals, but then there's signals otherwise, and I'm just really confused.
Mm-hmm.
Are there signals because you are hoping that those are quote-unquote signals and maybe they're actually not?
No, I've actually discussed this with several different types of people, like my guy friends, my female friends, and I haven't left details out, and they're saying, who knows with him.
Okay. So is there another woman? Has he got other women in his life?
Don't think so, but who the knows?
Yeah, because it sort of sounds like you don't know whether like you're the one, or when you see him, it's just your turn.
Mm-hmm. Can I tell you what I think, Angel?
Yep.
I don't want you to get your heart broken. I think you need to walk away.
I've been trying to figure out how to do that for a little while now, I guess.
Okay, so but like you're not willing to move forward with the arrangement that you guys have, which is super casual, living in two completely different cities, and when you do get together, you guys hook up. That is not good enough for you anymore, right?
Yep, not good enough.
Okay, then that is exactly what you need to say, right? There's no sort of like, hey, by this date, I'd like you to do whatever. It happens in that moment because this is something that he knows you feel. And if he can't have the conversation without needing time to think it over, then you got to walk away. Like he should know immediately. Like immediately, if you ask that question, what his answer is. And then the hard part for him is that he's had it real great for a very long time. Listen, man, he's got the greatest thing in the world right now, which is a woman who doesn't live in the city. You don't have to deal with her friends. You don't have to go to brunch with her family. And when you do see her, you guys get together. You hook up. It's great. It's the greatest relationship ever for a guy.
I know. It really is.
Yes, it is. Not having to deal with all of that, but then when she does show up, great sex. It's the greatest relationship
But you don't
in the
want
world
that,
for a
Angel.
guy.
That's not your life.
Yeah, so if you don't want to be that thing, right, then you should be able to say in the moment, hey, listen, this isn't for me. I can't play this part anymore. And if he doesn't in that moment say, okay, oh my God, yes, it's long overdue. We had this conversation. Let's just make this official. We'll figure out the living arrangements and all that other stuff. But yeah, let's move forward with giving you a little reassurance that I'm in this for the long haul and I love you a lot. And if he doesn't say that immediately, then it's time to walk away.
So no friendship, just done.
He says that he can't be friends with somebody that he's had sex with except for you because you're like the perfect woman ever.
And let me guess, every single one of your friends that you've brought this to, they've all said to you to walk away as well, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Girl. Okay, so if you said to him, hey, listen, I'm packing up all my things. I'm coming to Ottawa so we can be together. What would he say to you? Oh my God, that's amazing? No, he wouldn't.
Oh, I've actually said that before because I am planning to move there eventually because I want a government job.
And what do you say?
I'm moving to Vancouver?
Yeah.
I'm like, if I moved there, what would you do? And he's like, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God,
Answer every single time.
Angel.
Yo, you just entered Red Flag City.
Angel.
Like I said, the reason I'm trying to kind of fix everything is because he's my friend before anything.
Nah, he's not. He's no longer your friend.
Stop it.
He's no longer your friend.
Angel, everybody listening right now are all yelling at their radios, listening, even on the podcast, yelling at their phones.
Yes, don't.
Walk away.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye,
All
love.
right, later.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Bridget, hello. Welcome to Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. What in your life needs fixing?
Oh my gosh, my husband will not let the dog sleep in our bed.
Bridget, you wrote us this. Hey, Roz and Mocha, Fix My Life. My husband said there wasn't enough room for our 9-pound Morkie in the bed, so I bought a new one. We went from a queen size to a king size. I'm so attached to our dog, Milo, and want to spend every second I can with him, even while I'm sleeping. He's allowed on the couch, so why not the bed? His life is shorter than ours, and I want to spend as much time with him as possible. Milo is also very attached to me. So your husband doesn't want the dog in the bed and you do.
How long have you had the dog?
5.5 years.
Okay.
Oh my God.
What-
Okay.
What is his reasoning for not wanting the dog in the bed?
He just thinks that dogs don't belong in our bed.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just look, because I didn't know what a Morkie was, right?
Yeah.
I do now. Like, I've seen these dogs around.
Yeah.
Small ass dog.
Yeah.
Does not take up any room whatsoever, if not much room. So
I can tell. You want me to tell you exactly what's going on right now?
Sure. What is it?
And even though your husband won't say it to you, but I will. It's driving him absolutely crazy that you are prioritizing something else besides him in the bed.
Okay.
That's it.
You think?
Yep. In the bed, it's the two of you, and he needs to be the center of your attention. The bed, the bed is for the two of you.
Because in your note to us, you said that you are like super attached.
Yep.
Or, sorry, Milo is super attached
to you. You're attached to him.
So maybe your husband is jealous of your dog. Because of all the attention.
I never thought of that.
Because of all the
Never thought of
attention that Milo
Yeah.
gets, because of all the time that the two of you spend together.
Yeah. Like what about him, right? You're putting all these priorities ahead of him in the bed,
Never thought of that. Very good point.
right? So I say, unless you both agree that the dog goes in the bed, the dog doesn't go in the bed.
Okay.
And I cannot believe, and this is why I know I'm right, because you haven't thought of it. That's how much of a priority the dog is over your husband.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, that's deep.
That's what she said. Life fixed. Actually, no. That is not what she said.
No, it's
not in this
not.
situation.
No.
That's not what he said. That's not what you said.
No.
It's all about your dog.
Not
Can I
what-
just say, though, okay, so when we got our golden retriever,
Oh, of
right?
course, yes.
Same thing. I was like, yo, no dogs in the bed. 2
Yeah.
weeks later, that dog was up in the bed. Same
Right.
thing with our Australian Shepherd right now, right?
Is he
Here's the
sleeping
thing.
with you now?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the dogs get up on the bed.
Yeah.
They want to make sure everyone is in place.
Sure.
They may lay down for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And then the dog is off the bed and spends the rest of the night sleeping either beside the bed or like sleeping on the floor somewhere else in the room. Or if your bedroom door is open, may even leave the bedroom and go somewhere else in the house.
Yes.
And every now and then throughout the night, come back in just to check and make sure everything's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I can guarantee you that dog is not sleeping in your bed the entire night. Starts out in the bed and then a couple minutes later, off the bed.
See, we have cats, and Catherine and I both agree that we love having a couple cats in the bed with us when we sleep. We both agree, right? Like that's the thing, is that if I loved having a cat in the bed and it drove Catherine crazy, right? I wouldn't put a cat in the bed.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have that fight. I'm not going to prioritize the cat in the bed over her. Like I'm just not doing it.
Bridget, has this conversation been happening between you and your husband for the duration of time that you've had the dog?
On and off since we've had the dog, yeah.
5 years, girl.
But see, the thing is, the dog stands at the door and whines, and then I have to get up. Like, he will sleep on the couch if he doesn't come to, like, well, when my husband works nights, I actually bring the dog to bed. But
okay.
So what's the problem?
And then he whines at the door.
Yeah, because
Then I have to get up early.
Because you baby that dog so
yeah,
much.
because you ruined it.
I do.
You ruined it.
You're right.
Like that's just it.
Well,
You
that was
ruined
an
it.
easy fix.
Yeah, there's no easy fix for this.
Bridget, thank you for joining us on Fix My Life.
Well, thank you. I'll keep you posted.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Julia, hello, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. What's going on? Why are you here on Fix My Life?
How do I navigate my mom's critical comments about my appearance?
Okay, Julia Ewer says, hey, Roz and Mocha, fix my life. It's very rare for me to be comfortable with the way I look, and choosing what to wear every day isn't just a struggle because of how I think I'll look, but it's also how my mom is going to think I look. Sometimes I dress in something completely different for my mom and then change when I leave the house. When I'm wearing something I actually feel good in, my mom goes right into the criticism of saying I don't have the body to wear the things I do, that I make myself look awful, so on and so forth. How can I not let my mom's comments get to me and further fuel my insecurities? What are some of the things she says, and why does she, and give us an example of like something you put on and what she said?
So I have a little bit of, a belly, and I'll wear high-waisted pants with crop tops.
Yeah.
And then she'll just say, like, you make yourself look awful, like you should wear a longer shirt, you shouldn't show that.
I'm going to tell you something really hurtful right now.
Okay.
Okay. Your mom doesn't care how you look in those clothes. Your mom cares about how she looks with you in those clothes.
100%. I know that. Yeah. 100%.
This is
Has she said that before? Which is why you know?
Yeah.
She has.
Yeah, she has said that I embarrass her if people that know her see me like this.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah.
So what are your conversations with her then? Like when she says something like that, what do you say to her?
I say I either don't have time to change or I just go down and change because I don't want to deal with it.
Do you ever tell her how those comments make you feel?
Yeah, and then she's just like, it's out of love. I would never want to hurt you, but I want the best for you, because she also grew up with a lot of appearance insecurities, and she always says how she never wants me to feel the way that she did, but I don't think she realizes she's doing that anyway.
Yeah. Like she's not trying to protect you, right? She's trying to protect herself. Right? She's not worried that you're going to be embarrassed. She's worried that she's going to be embarrassed.
Is your dad in your life, Julia?
Yes.
What does he say?
He makes jokes sometimes.
About you?
How I look.
About your appearance?
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. Sometimes, every now and then. And he's not really around during the times when I'm leaving the house, so he doesn't always see what I'm wearing.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
You're 28?
And what about your sibling? Or do you have siblings?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And
Tell your mom to get stuffed. You're 28.
Do your folks make comments to your siblings about their appearance or what they wear when they leave the house?
All the time.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you just have those parents. You have those passive-aggressive parents that are, they don't have your best interests in mind when it comes to stuff like this. They have their own best interests in mind. And I think that the conversation that you need to have, if there is even worth having a conversation, right, with your mom, is one, you can just tell her, hey, listen, I don't want to go out with you because I don't like the way you make me feel about myself. I can handle being out in the world, and I can handle somebody looking at me, and none of that bothers me. I'm a tough chick, right? The one thing that does bother me is when you think I'm going to feel a certain way from strangers doesn't happen. By the end of the day, you make me feel that way.
Yeah.
Right?
I think Roz is right. You gotta be that direct.
This world that you think I'm walking into where I'm embarrassing myself, I'll tell you what, when I walk out of the house, I actually feel pretty confident. And it really doesn't bother me if somebody looks at me or says something. I don't care. I don't know who they are. I have no interest in knowing how they feel about me. However, the one thing that will ruin everything is you.
Yeah.
And if there's any insecurity that I have, it's not from outside people. It's not from the world. It's from you. You are responsible for all of this. And you trying to protect me under the guise of I want you to be, I don't want you to be embarrassed. It has nothing to do with that. It's she doesn't want to be embarrassed. She's embarrassed to walk down the street with you. It's not that you're embarrassing. She's embarrassed. She is worried of how people are going to look at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe just be that direct, Julia, okay?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
All right. I'm so sorry you're going through that. You shouldn't have to be dealing with that, especially from your mom, your parents, the two people
At 28?
Yeah, but like the two people that raise you that are supposed to protect you from everything in the world and teach you right from wrong and, have you grow up being a good person for them to turn around and treat you like that? That ain't right.
Oh, that's okay. I appreciate your help, guys.
Julia, sorry you're going through this. Just know that Roz and Mocha have your back, okay?
I do. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.